Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where this time we're going to be taking a look at the infamous bounty hunter first introduced in the Clone Wars 2008 series, Cad Bane. A name that is infamous amongst the Star Wars fans, as Cad Bane has always been a bit of a loved character. Kind of one of those very impactful characters from his first appearance. I mean, I think Duros in general as a species are kind of cool and a very typical alien design. But I think taking that and making it into this fearsome bounty hunter, someone that can rival, even the most prominent figures in the galaxy. I mean, Cad Bane has gone up against, not only Boba Fett, but he's gone up against, Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker, heroes of the Clone Wars. I mean, and this dude has been around for a long time. He's taken a lot of jobs. He's worked for a lot of different organizations, syndicates. Cad Bane, in essence, is the pretty much the ideal bounty hunter. Boba Fett and Jango Fett and, the Mandalorians, they kind of have their own category, but as far as just being like a ruthless, cold-hearted scoundrel, Cad Bane personifies that as what a truly kind of grimy, underworld bounty hunter in Star Wars should be. I think they took all of those traits and kind of put it into this character. And I love Cad Bane. I think in the Clone Wars he had many great stories. There's a reason that they kept bringing him back for different arcs and using him in different ways. And I was really excited when he was brought into live action for the Book of Boba Fett. One of my complaints about that show is I felt like he should have been introduced sooner, and he should have been utilized more in that series instead of kind of coming in at the end to fight Boba Fett. I think if they had established him as as the main antagonist of that series earlier on, I think it would have had a lot more impact, and I think people would have appreciated that appearance a lot more. But I love the design. I know some people had some complaints with the translation to live action, but I thought he looked cool. I thought he looked, realistically as fearsome as he would look in live action. We can get into the different shades of blue and some things like that. But, I mean, I think they did a pretty good job with it. So, yeah, Cad Bane, as far as character development, I mean, he's always kind of just this ruthless scoundrel. Kind of like a Tarkin type of figure. He's not someone that has redeemable traits. And I do love when Star Wars has villains that are not redeemable. Some people are just cold-hearted and evil, and it's important to introduce that aspect to Star Wars, which is ultimately a story of good and evil and redemption. But is it important to show that side that is not redeemable? Cad Bane only cares about himself. He is, like I said, the utmost bounty hunter who is at the top of his profession, arguably the fastest draw in the galaxy. I mean, and like I said, dude has the combat capabilities to go toe-to-toe with anybody. So, that being said, I'm going to give Cad Bane an 8.8 out of 10. Really enjoy this character. I think he was a perfect villain to be introduced into the Clone Wars. And I think giving Boba Fett a very competent and powerful rival was an important thing to establish, even from Boba Fett at a young age. He kind of grows up with this rivalry with Cad Bane, and then in the Book of Boba Fett, it kind of reaches that climax where they have their final duel. He's the ultimate Star Wars Western villain. He doesn't have Force abilities, doesn't have any type of extraordinary power. He's just at the top of his profession, and he's good at what he does. So, that's Cad Bane, and that's all I got for you today. If you like the content, make sure you subscribe. We really appreciate it. And as always, may the Force be with you. Now let's blow up that like button and go home.